Hey everyone, in today's video we are gonna do an extended battery test on the new MSI Claw 8 AI Plus with its pretty big 80 Wh battery, testing it at its full power with 30 Watt, 17 Watt and 8 Watt for the APU in the manual mode with the brightness set to 70% and activated Wi-Fi. For the 30 Watt and the 17 Watt mode we are gonna use Kingdom Come Deliverance 2, and for the 8 Watt profile we're gonna use Hades as a lighter indie game for a more realistic scenario. Keep in mind that the Intel Core Ultra 250AV has the RAM soldered on the chip, so the APU actually uses around 2 to 3 Watt less. In my opinion, we should be able to manually set the wattage to like 10 or 12 Watt for better performance when it comes to light indie gaming, but this is what we'll have to work with as of today. Maybe they will enable that in the future, but you could of course use the App Universal X86 tuning utility to manually set it to different wattages as well. But before we actually take a look at the runtimes, let's find out how you can get games for your MSI Claw for cheap with the help of today's sponsor. Today's video is brought to you by Eniba. You want really cheap games and you're tired of waiting for the next big sale just to grab your favorite game? Yeah, same here. That's why I've personally been using Eniba for years now and they've never let me down. It's a massive online marketplace where you can get legit game keys, software licenses and gift cards for way less than you'd pay in the official stores. We're talking Steam, Xbox, PlayStation, Nintendo and more. It's all there. You just pick your platform, check out the low prices and get an instant delivery of your keys. No more FOMO, no more waiting for Black Friday or Steam sales. Whether you're looking for that one game everyone's talking about or you just need a cheap Xbox Game Pass subscription, Eniba's got you covered. And it's all digital, super fast and super simple with, in my opinion, the best user experience of all key shops. So next time you're about to overpay, maybe just don't? Check out Eniba instead today via my links in the description. I'll actually show you the entire battery cycle in fast forward so you can see the charge level at each point in time. And now without further ado, let's start with the tests. Okay, so for these tests I will fully charge the MSI Claw 8, unplug it and then boot it up to simulate a real scenario like if you would actually take it with you. So once unplugged, I will actually also start the timer. Let's start up Kingdom Come Deliverance 2. Just right away, 70%. The loudness of the speakers is set to 20%. Okay, the game is starting up. Actually, battery is at 95%. Sometimes it's not fully charging for whatever reason, even when it was plugged in for quite a while. I just think that the number here is not correct. I actually calibrated the battery the other day, so my guess is that you have to get below some certain amount of battery before it actually charges to 100%, so we actually can add another 5% afterwards. We're at 30 Watt, fan speed is on auto, manual mode. Okay, so we're in the bright daylight. Okay, we're also, and now let's go, and I will fast forward the footage probably from here on. By the way, right now the APU is at 28 Watt, as you can see over here probably, and the actual power draw of the whole system with the screen, with the speakers, etc., is at 41 Watt, around that. So right now we are at 66%, so we've lost 30% of battery almost, and we are already at 37 minutes, meaning we've lost around a third of the battery capacity, so we can expect 3 times as much battery runtime. Right now we're at 16% and it seems as if the performance is still stable, and we'll see how that's behaving for the last 16% from now on. We're at 1 hour and 31 minutes. We started at 95%, so we already used around 80% of our battery. So yeah, we'll see. I think 1 hour 45 minutes, something like that, seems realistic. We're now at 9%, 1 hour and 39 minutes, and we're getting a battery warning from Steam and from Windows itself. And we're just going to leave it on until it just turns off by itself, probably at 5%. I don't know, I did not manually adjust that setting, to be honest, but with that number and with those results, we can estimate the maximum battery runtime for the 30-watt profile for sure. And the device just turned itself off at 5% as I expected. So we're at 143. It turned off at 5%, it started at 95%, so we actually only used 90%. So if we take those 103 minutes that we have, consider that these are 90% only, we can add another around 10%. So we should be getting 15 minutes, which is almost 2 hours actually. It's a bit more than 1 hour and 45 minutes. That's a bit more than I've expected. And now I'm going to recharge the MSI Claw 8 AI Plus, and we are gonna repeat this test with the 17-watt profile. And the same as before with the 17-watt profile. Once again, we are on Wi-Fi and we're going to start the game. I started the timer the second I unplugged the device. All right, let's just activate the OSD so we can see the actual power draw. So right now we are at 80% battery, meaning we already spent a fifth of the total capacity, and we achieved around 40 minutes. So if we get 5 times that, would make 200 minutes, which would be a bit above 3 hours. So we will see. Okay, and the device just turned off at 2 hours and 57 minutes. There was about 3 or 4% battery left, so this time we actually got the full battery life displayed right here. And next up will be the extended test with the lowest profile and an indie game. Alright, so to sum that up, I was getting 1 hour and 43 minutes for the 30 watt profile, while we can add another 10% of the total battery life for that, meaning we'd get around 1 hour and 53 minutes here. For the 17 watt profile, I did get 2 hours and 57 minutes, while we could add another 4% here if we really use 100% of the battery, meaning we should get around 3 hours and 4 minutes in total. While Kingdom Come Deliverance 2 is actually still playable that way. And for the indie game test in Hades for the 8 watt profile, I saw 5 hours and 19 minutes while the device turned off at 10% once more, while it started at 97%. So we once again could add another 13% this time, meaning in total we would achieve a whopping 6 hours. Alright, and that's it for today's video. If you're using the MSI Claw 8 AI+, I hope this test helped you a bit in estimating the battery runtime, or of course, in case you want to buy it for yourself. If you've enjoyed the content, don't forget to leave a like and or subscribe to the channel. Thanks for watching, see you next time, bye bye and tschüss.